Hey everybody, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Well, I've been so busy I haven't had an opportunity to share with you my stash ads from the ACME show, and I need to catch up on some shop card shout outs, so stick around. Our shop cards, we're going to start off with an unusual one, but it's a signature. If you've been around the hobby for a while, you know what this is. This little three-dimensional shop card, so to speak, is from our buddy Rick Zink, who is a prolific modeler, a great guy. And he came up and gave me one. So I finally got my skeleton from Rick. So Rick, thank you so much. And you notice this one has his legs crossed. I like that. I thought, man, he must have known that one was just for me. Every time I do that and sit it on the bench, every time I turn around, his legs are crossed again. I'm thinking, that's my kind of skeleton. He's kicked back. So, Rick, thanks again. I'm going to have this thing set up on the desk here. And if you haven't visited Rick Zink, head over and look at some of his builds. And just a cool guy, a really cool guy, a great modeler too. So check out Rick. Thank you again, buddy. Next up is Marcos over at Tortuga Customs. He just did a engine detailing video that is really, really good. But check out this shop card. Isn't that cool? And by the way, guys, if you want any of these shop cards of these guys, all you got to do is usually check their description area, and there's an email that you can send your information to. He also sent a decal that is this right here, which I've already put on my toolbox. And Marcos, thank you so much for following our channel too, and the really kind words on the back there of support and encouragement. I think we all need that from time to time. But thanks again. Go over, check his channel out, and with all these guys, go over and give them a Christmas present. Give them a sub. And next up, we've got Ed at Ed's Attention to Detail, and he's got a couple of cards I got here. He does mostly naval aircraft. I think he's a Navy veteran too. So thank you so much, Ed, for your service. And check that Chevy out. Is that not just cool? Some really good work. He's been away for a little bit, just a little while from YouTube, but he's back and great stuff. Got to meet him in Atlanta. Didn't get to spend as much time as I'd like, but man, that place is a madhouse, and there's never enough hours in a day when you're in a place like that. And next is Tom at Rambler 69, and I also got a sticker from Tom, and I haven't stuck it on anything yet. It'll either go on the mat or on the toolbox. Now this is a great channel and a great builder. Check that out. Hot rods, just all kinds of cool stuff, and of course, wicked stuff there, man. But definitely go over and check out his channel too, and give him a sub, show him some support. There's some really great modelers and some channels out there, and I like to watch them all because I still learn from these guys. Sometimes I'll go, man, why didn't I think of that? So just some really great stuff out there too. And then I finally got a shop card. Lucas sent this one from Andy's Hobby Headquarters in Phoenix, and this is one I'll put with the rest of them because I have ordered from Andy's before too. But a simple card, but it tells the story of who Andy is. And by the way, Andy's Hobby Headquarters also has a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of military, but he does do cars as well. But the techniques that are used in whatever he's building carry over to about everything. And finally, so head over and make sure you check out Andy's YouTube channel too. And excuse me, that time of year, we were at the little church across the street having lunch, and Neiman at Captain Nemo's stopped me and handed me this, a shop card from Captain Nemo's Bottling Zone. And I think I've got one of these, but go ahead and go over and check out his channel too. Check out that egg plane. Excuse me, that time of year that my throat is just Some great builds. He's a very versatile builder too. I love that. And the big thing was with this one, there was a Christmas card in with it too. Check that out. Appropriate for us modelers. But go over and check out Captain Nemo's Modeling Zone. Great stuff there. He's a great guy, really friendly, and with all you guys that I got to meet in Atlanta or see again. Is it me or does time just fly? Man, it seemed like that day was over just way too quick, but it was fun nonetheless. Look forward to it every year. But thank you again, Neiman. I appreciate that very much. Okay, well, let's get over to the goodies. First thing was, went over to visit as soon as I saw him set up my buddy Miguel with HobbiWerks. I want to show you some of this stuff I couldn't live without. I've been dealing a lot of it online, but this was just stuff that, like I said, I could not walk away from. This is for a Chevy 632. I want you to check this out. As soon as I picked that up, I'm like, oh, the ideas. The number of engines it would go on, but this was made for the 632. And you can see down through there, highly detailed. He does some really clean 3D printing. And of course, here's the 632 that's going to go on. And as you can see, I kind of went crazy at Miguel's table too. Of course, I do that at a lot of these shows. I just want to show you the valve cover on that. And I'm hoping you can see that if it's in focus. Really clean stuff. And the belt system is 3D printed in, I don't know if you can see that, but in black. So cool stuff, and check out those headers. Really great stuff. And that's, as of right now, this is the intake I'm going to be putting on that one. That's a good hot rodder too. And I picked up some carburetors while I was there, and so you can see these better, I took one out and stuck it on a toothpick. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it a little better. But really a good looking bunch of carbs. Of course, I've got a lot of carbs and I'll show you some more in a minute that are just perfect for stock cars and stuff that I like to use anyway. But really good stuff there. And then check that out, a Lenco automatic transmission. And I'm thinking that would be perfect with that 632. Check out that, an automatic Lenco. Man, I just can't get over this 3D printing, the level of detail and all the lumps and humps and bumps and everything that right where they're supposed to be. And then I could not live without this 3-speed Lenco as soon as I saw it. Check that out. And because it's white, I don't know if you can see all the details and stuff that are in there. But is that not just wicked? Love it, love it. Miguel, thank you so much for all that you do for the hobby and doing these things. And something else I got in the mail, this wasn't from Atlanta, but I did want to share it real quick. I got a care package from Lucas E. that had the 69 Mercury W-nose conversion kit that he did. And thank you so much, because I was thinking about doing that the Wood Brothers car. So I appreciate that very much, Luca. And I was talking about those carburetors, and he sent this pack, 2-pack of Holley double pumpers. He's drilled out the down to the Venturis, and I mean, these are really clean castings. I mean, really clean. And he also did a couple of Dominators, and these things really look good too. He's got the stems added. I mean, these are top drawer. These aren't like just the old monogram, but really good ones. Okay, well, let's get over to the kits. Slicks Decals was there, and of course I had to get into that. And I started looking and I saw these and I went, oh man, that was such a cool Tom McEwen funny car, the U.S. Marine funny car. I thought, man, this is cool. But where are you going to find a Grand Dam body? Well, problem solved. Oop, if I can get back enough to see it. The Grand Dam body. Now check this thing out. This is just cool. And it's got the window stuff here. I may have to back the camera off here a little bit so we can get a better look. But look at that thing. This is a competition resins piece, but it's one of those things that Slicks Decals carries. Is that not just smooth and clean? I did, as soon as I went home, took the X-Acto and just kind of cut out the windows where the usual stuff that's in those. And that was so thin, I almost could have just popped it right out. But, and by the way, this is supposed to, I think they said, fits most of the old monogram Revell funny car chassis. This body is to be used with Revell's current 125th Blue Max kit chassis or equivalent. So that's a bad looking car too. But I thought if I got the Marine decals, oh man, gotta have the car. And that Grand Dam was so unique anyway. They just don't race them with the bodies that look like they were anything anymore. Next up is, I think it was on one of Tim's videos. I don't remember. I think it was over at Throttle Power. But I remember seeing an Anglia that was pro-streeted. I mean, sitting in the weeds. And when I saw this and the price on it, I went, yeah, it's time to go ahead and get that thing and let's see what we can do with it. But this is just that same old drag car, and this one says Street Rod, but molded in red, so there'll be all kinds of deep primer and stuff on it. Considering what I was thinking about doing was white, so but it can be done. I've done it before. But, and check out the chrome tree. Instead of chrome, it's more of a satin finish, which I kind of like that. And of course, we'll have to Pro Street out the our tub back here, depending on the tires I use, and we'll see. And of course, these frame rails, I'll have to build something in and then back too. So, but we'll see. Maybe put a 4-link in it, that kind of stuff. But that was in my head, and thank you very much, Tim, for inspiring me with your car shows. And I tell you what, between recording and everything else, I didn't get as much shopping done as I would like, but I did get this. And some of you know what this one means. The very first model car kit I built when I was right at 6 years old was this one. My dad had one, and I wanted that one. He said, well, son, I've already got it. I said, yeah, but I want mine. So this was the very first one I ever built. And I saw another one. You know, Matthew has that thing about his 48 Ford convertibles and stuff that he just has so many of. I think this is probably the 5th or so of this one that I have. But the box was in great shape. It's everything was there. All the parts were in the box. So I went, well, yep, got to have another one. And I'm going to actually build one of these things again, and just reminisce as I do. But that's it for this haul. Let me think. Oh, there is a couple other things. I ran into my buddy Robbie Meadows down there, and Robbie had made a few things for me for my petty displays and stuff. Check that out. That's kind of the dry transfer decal for Petty Enterprises. So that one will be going on probably the back of one of the cases or something like that. And for the upcoming, or for the Plymouth that's out now, we've got the Plymouth by Petty. And got a couple of those, so that'll be for the display case for those. And then for that white Dodge, he knows what that white number 11 means, being the first Petty car I ever saw. So we have a Dodge by Petty as well. And so I look forward to, I think these will make the display case look really, really good. And I appreciate that, Robbie, more than you know. Another thing Robbie had was he had gotten his hands on a couple of cases of overrun boxes. As I think that was it. They were just overruns. And so, in that I'm working on that alumina, these were boxes that were never even put together. I'm going to have to way back up again here, too. Just a big stack of boxes of the Monte Carlo, the Lumina, several models that were just overruns, overprints, I guess. So box tops, and I thought, you know what, there's parts of this thing here and there I can use of the old monogram boxes. But, so I picked up one of these, and I think I know what I'm going to do with it for my 30-second scale, but I'm at the same time, I may not. I don't know yet. Anyway, okay, guys, that's it for this go round. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you head over, hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell so you don't lose out or miss out on any upcoming videos. Got some other updates coming. Got the Plymouth in a day or so, a little update on that. And made decent amount of progress, but I don't know that I'll share all of it with you on the Lumina quite yet, but I am going to do a little update on the Lumina as well as look ahead on a few other things. Guys, have an awesome week. God bless. I will see you in the next video. Thanks.